Sunrise burning through the haze. Another day, another damn maze. This old truck coughing and spitting. The engine light on my soul quitting, just like you did on me. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn lie. Remember that old porch swing? Summer nights the crickets would sing. Your hand in mine felt so right. Now just a ghost in the fading light, haunting every damn dream. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn lie. They say time heals all wounds, but this ain't no simple bruise. This is a canyon deep and wide, nowhere left for my heart to hide. Just echo of your name. Empty bottles on the floor, don't taste like nothing anymore. Radio plays a sad old tune, howling at the pale damn moon, just like a fool for you. Dust motes dancing in the sunbeam through the kitchen pane, just like a gift that summer when the world felt fresh as rain. Your mama's apron on the hook, the scent of biscuits warm, and outside the cicadas humming through the coming storm. We were young, we were foolish, we were brave, we were bold. A story in the making, waiting to unfold. Oh, that faded photograph, creased right down the middle, and with a shy smile, me with my old fiddle. Time might blur the edges, and the colors might all fade, but the memory of your hand in mine, that's a promise heaven made. Yeah, a promise heaven made. We walked down to the creek bed, to where the willows hung so low, and watched the meadows dart and shimmer in the current's gentle flow. You point out every wildflower, give each one a silly name, while I've carved our initials in a sycamore tree's frame. That tree's still standing tall now, a testament to time. Just like the love we planted, a seedling souls to blind. Evenings on the porch when the crickets starting their tune, talking about our future beneath the harvest moon. You lay your head upon my chest, I'd feel your steady beat, swearing we'd conquer mountains with calloused hands and feet. We didn't have much money, just a whole lot of hope, and a love that felt as boundless as the sky's wide endless scope. Oh, that faded photograph creased right down the middle, you with your shy smile, me with my old fiddle. Time might blur the edges and the colors might all fade, but the memory of your hand in mine, that's a promise heaven made. Yeah, promise heaven There came the lean years when the crops just wouldn't grow, the worry etched around your eyes, a silent weary show. But you never once complained, never let your spirit thin, always found a silver lining right up till the very end. You'd hum a gospel hand low while patching up my jeans, the strongest woman I ever knew, it truly seems. On a farm down in Texas, a quiet few years back, a little boy had questions, hungry for some facts.
Oh, mama, what is love? He asked. I don't understand. She smiled and looked into his eyes and gently touched his hand.
And she said, love is a desire to be together, no matter what it costs us, through all kinds of weather.
Oh, it grows like a garden, getting better and better.
Love is desire to be together. When his mama finished speaking, she kissed and held him tight. The evening grown old and it was time to say goodnight.
Starling in the darkness and laying in his bed, his mind kept on studying the words his mama said.
And she said, love is a desire to be together, no matter what it costs us, through all kinds of weather.
Oh, it grows like a garden, getting better and better.
Love is desire to be together. Well, little boys grew got married yesterday.
And as a preacher was speaking, his thought went back away.
And suddenly he realized what Mama had to say
Was just how he was feeling on his very special day.
And she said, love is a desire to be together, no matter what it costs us, through all kinds of weather.
Oh, it grows like a garden, getting better and better.
Love is desire
To be together.
You were pouring that third cup of coffee, Saturday crowd half asleep, sun sneaking in through the blinds there, dust dancing over your cheeks. You laughed at my worn-out ball cap, said, boy, that thing's seen some roads. I said, yeah, but I ain't seen nothing like you in this old zip code. I didn't know love till that cheap cafe, till cream and sugar and your first name tag. You wrote your number on a napkin, hand kinda shook. I kept it in my wallet like a worn-out book. Now every time that sunrise hits just right on me, I go right back to that corner booth, table 3. Didn't know love till you smiled across that coffee stain. You were working 2 jobs and a night class. I was fixing up trucks down the road. We'd meet in the parking lot half-past, counting our quarters like gold. Talked about getting out someday, but we never had much of a plan. Just a beat-up Ford and a mixtape, and your fingers laced in my hand. I didn't know love till you hit on my arm, rear view full of nothing, just a long stretch of dark. Radio crackling, but we sang our own words, 2 scared kids trying to sound sure. Now when I see a long road running out so free, I'm back in that truck, you're humming off key. Didn't know love till you fell asleep, trust in me. Said, son, she deserves better. Stared a hole straight through my shoes. I said, sir, I ain't got much money, but I swear I'll never quit choosing her, win or lose. He looked at you standing beside me, hair pinned up, hands in a fist. Then his voice got low and shaky when he said, take care of my kid. We didn't have a big church, just a borrowed white dress. Your mama cried in the front row. I was trying to steady my breath. I didn't know love till that courthouse ring. 40 bucks in my pocket, but it felt like a king. Your I do barely whispered, but it shook my bones. We walked out laughing, calling 4 walls home. Now every time I hear some old vows on TV, I remember your hand trembling, saying them to me. Didn't know love till forever This winter the pipes all froze on us. We slip in our coats for a week. You burned the toast, I killed the heater. We both just stared and then screamed. And you started laughing in that kitchen, barefoot on that cracked linoleum floor. Said, if this is the worst it gets, babe, we're gonna make it, I'm sure. Summers you planted them daisies out by the rusted front gate. I got that second shift promotion. You taped my name up on the fridge with some tape. We'd dance in your old warm pajamas to some slow song humming through the wall. You'd stand on my feet like you always did, like we were kids in a high school hall. I didn't know love till we had nothing left, just a leaky roof, two beating chests, eating cold beans on a card table, laughing till 2, saying one day this'll be the good old days, wanted you and me too. Now when the bills pile up and the world seems mean, I see you swaying in that yellow porch light beam. Didn't know love till broke felt rich with you and me. We've been rich, we've been poor, we've slammed a few doors, we've said some words we didn't mean, but you're still that girl with the coffee ink on your finger smiling at me. So if this old truck quits tomorrow and the bank comes calling our name, you can take all I've ever borrowed, just leave me your heart. You walked in, boots loud on that old pine floor. Sun swinging in behind you like it had been there before. You laughed once, made the jukebox skip the beat. Spilled a little of your drink right there on my torn up seat. You said that your truck out there by my leaning sign. I said, yeah, she's old but faithful, kinda like this heart of mine. You smiled slow, said faithful's hard to find these days. I swear time now shifted while you traced your blast that away. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. We pulled out, radio stuck on some old song. You sang the words half wrong, but you sang them big and strong. Yeah, you did. We kicked off, both boots on the dashboard bare. Wind tangled up your hair like it had a right to be there. You said, don't valve straight, let's get a little bit lost. Take the turns that look stupid, chase the lines that get crossed. I said, girl, you're trouble. He said, yeah, I've heard that one. But your fingers found my knuckles, and trouble never felt this told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We hit that little bridge where the creek runs in. He said, kill the lights a minute, let the quiet bore in. We'd listen to the frogs and the ticking heat, just slid across that crack bench seat till your head fit my heartbeat. You told me about the town that you left last June, the promise you thought you broken when you walked away too soon. Your voice shook when you said I ain't good at staying. I said, girl, I ain't perfect, but I'm hell at finding ways to fix what's meant, patch what's torn, keep us rolling through the storm. Yeah, the bed of this truck, it's hard, every kind of load. I got room for all your baggage. We can spread it down this road. Come on! Gas tank half heart full, you and me in this haunted world. Every mile, every dust cloud, riding stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half heart full. Got enough to love you all the way. Maybe love ain't some big fight, maybe it's a slow burn, maybe it's the way you life. Every time we miss a turn, maybe it's your jacket on my back when nights get cold, where you bite your lip, then you scared of getting old. It's your name on my receipts, coffee cups and folded notes. It's every tiny Tuesday that keeps me afloat. Years later, same bar, same scuffed up floor. Your boots a little more faded, kids' crayons on the door. You walk in, balancing pizza and car keys. I still lose my words, like you knocked them out of me. There's a picture on the wall of our first night. My old truck in the background, tailgate full of fights, vibes. We traded some dirt road for mortgage lines, but you still steal my heart. Well,
bet you're leaning on a rusted four, boot heel tapping on a 2x4. Sun going down in a blaze out west, laugh on your lips, dust on your dress. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tape, it's in a crack brake line. fare dust. Said it ain't much, but it's enough. We shared fries and a paper cup shake. Kissed so hard that the world got laid. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine. Old tape is and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land. Just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellations out past every old frustration. One day we'll trade this busted bed for a creaking porch and a roof instead. But keep that wild in your eyes, my friend. Oh yeah, we'll still get lost on a dead-end bend. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine. Old tape is and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land. Just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellation. You and me chasing tailgate constellations. Hey! You were wiping down the counter at that old Main Street bar. Name tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumble into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin. Boot heels on the bar rail, you poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far.
How your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around. First date by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet. Radio on the dashboard, static in a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon. I've been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show. But you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turn this runaway around. We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser,
hung my cap on the side.
Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow.
Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with the street light through the window, painting halos in the room.
Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway, shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle, I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Loving all fairground lights and kisses on the hood, exhaust stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band.
From my mind to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do, every mile and every meltdown, just another rodeo.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle, I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet.
But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Your face, but your eyes were kind. You laughed in my boots, said they'd seen some roads. I said yeah, but tonight they're yours to hold. 2 cheap beers and a George Strait song. You were humming off key, so I sang along. We were both a little lonely, a little too true. Didn't know I was meeting the end of my blues. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. You said I don't trust words, boys talk too sweet. I said give me some time and a front porch seat. So we sat there late watching fireflies drift. You let down your guard like a slow sunrise shift. You told me about scars that you never show. Your dad and his bottle, how you had to grow too fast, too soon. In a small town storm, I held your hand, promised to keep you warm. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. Remember that winter when the pipes all burst? We were broke as jokes on my faded work shirt. You were dancing in socks on that flooded floor. Said if this is love, I don't need much more. We wrapped up in quilts that your mama stitched. He turned off, but the moonlight switched. On every dream we were scared to chase, you drew a little house, scribbled our last name, and you asked me quiet, do you see this too? I laughed through the shiver, said I only see you. We didn't have much, but we had that night. Fingers laced tighter than the dark and the light. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. We fought in the kitchen about a week-long trip. You wanted that ocean, I was glued to that gig. I said, baby, I'm trying to make life right. You said, life's right here, can we leave tonight? It slammed doors, sharp words we didn't mean. Your eyes got quiet like a Winterfield scene. I sat on the steps, hands in my hair. You came down with a suitcase and a whispered prayer. But you set the bag by the front porch light and said, I'm still here, so let's get this right. We drew up a list on a napkin ring, number 1 on the page. We choose us each thing. We learned to say sorry before it blew up. Swap pride for peace, poured it back in our cup. We were building a bridge over stubborn ground. Each I love you was another plank down. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. One day we'll be old on that same front porch. You in your sweater, me with my torch. Still lighting up candles on your late night cake. Still holding you close when your bones might. pouring cheap beer in a hole in my wall. Saturday tips in a crooked glass jar. I was 3 long days and from an overtime week. Dust on my boots and my broken-in heart. You laughed when I missed the stool by a mile. Said, careful cowboy, that's a hard way down. I was hooked in a heartbeat, hooked on that smile, like you lit up the darkest bar in this town. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, your hair in the wind, every little mile pulling me in. If this is all I ever get to keep, you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Oh yeah. We threw our names with a pocket knife deep in that oak by the fishing hole bin. You said maybe this is just a summertime thing. I said, girl, I hope summer never ends. You stole my hat and you ran through the field, kicking up dust where the fireflies spin. I swear the sky leaned closer to hear every small sea. You let me in. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, you laugh in the dark, dashboard glowing like a falling star. If this is all I ever get to keep, you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Met your mama over pot roast and prayer. Your daddy stared holes clear through my shirt. I asked what I wanted with his stubborn wild girl. I said everything, sir, for better or worse. You squeezed my knee under that old pine table, I saying thank you and don't you dare run. I'd walk through every smaller town whisper just to be your foolish faithful one. I've been broke, I've been burned, thought I was done taking turns, but your hand in mine made a long life feel like mine to learn. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, the radio low, 2-lane faith in the way we go. If this is all I ever get to keep, you humming along off key, off beat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Had late night fights in the kitchen light, bill stacked high on the countertop. Slammed a few doors, said things we regret, swore we were done, then we never quite stopped. Cause you come back wearing my old shirt, I still red but your pride laid down. You say I still choose you in the hurt, and that simple truth shakes this whole old town. There was rain in the forecast the day we got hitched, but the clouds held back till we said I do. Your grandpa cried, preacher's voice broke, I just kept staring at the light on you. We danced in mud when the sky gave in, your veil stuck wet to your laughing face. Every storm since then when the thunder begins, I remember that first wild holy rain. Love holds on like a back road heartbeat, steady through the bumps and the hard-packed heat. Windows fogged, your hand on the glass, tracing out names as the seasons pass. If this is all I ever get to keep, your sleepy smile and our kids in the back seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat and your front seat kiss. Now there's crayons crushed in the floorboard dust, little boots kicked off by the door. You're humming soft in the hallway glow, rocking our youngest till her breathing slows. I catch your eyes above his little head, same wild girl from that smoky bar. Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick stain from last July. Sun sleeps through the curtain, dust just dances in the light. Your sweater on the chair back, one sleeve hanging to the floor. Funny how the little things still wait for you at my door. And I'm still in love with you. Same old song, same worn boots. Every road I walk on through somehow leads me back to you. I tried to move on, tried this town, but every street just circles around. To a front porch, to that sundress, to the way your name still sounds. I still park in the same spot underneath that busted sign where you laughed about the letters, swore they'd fall on us in time. We grab thighs from Mickey's Deli, drive out where the blacktop ends, watch the headlights disappear, talk like we were more than friends. As I'm still in love with you. Same old song, same worn boots. Every road I walk on through somehow leads me back to you. I tried to move on, tried this town, but every street just circles around. To a bonfire, to your soft hands, to the way your name still sounds. Oh. Mama still says she sees me buying gas out Highway 10. She just smiles and says, you know, son, she talks about you now and then. I just nod and change the subject, talk about weather, talk about rain. But when I'm driving home alone, every drop spills out your name. Tell me, do you still remember a September County Fair? You got stuck up on the Ferris wheel when time won't in your hair. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. Same blue eyes, same old truth. Every plane I'm walking through feels like it was meant for two. I try to move on, drive this town, but every turn just doubles down on that gravel road, on that first kiss, on the way your name still sounds. I heard you got that big job, 2 states and a world away. You always said you chased those dreams. I always hoped that I'd still stay. Baby, that's why I'm standing in this quiet kitchen now, talking to your photograph like you're gonna turn around. If I called you up this evening, would you let it ring? Would pick it up? Would you say you're doing fine now? Would you say you'll miss my tub, miss my doll straps in your front door, your bags brought on my bed, miss that? See you in the morning as you whisper, half asleep, you said. I still keep your favorite liquor stacked up by the TV stand. Sometimes I let that needle ride, pretend you're dancing with my hand. Bare feet on these old floorboards, you'd spin and crash into my chest, laughing like the world was small. And we already have the best. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. More than ever, more than you. Every scar and every bruise modes dance in the window light across the worn-out kitchen floor. Another Tuesday, another night, just like 100 nights before. The kettle whistles soft and low, a comfort in the quiet air. A faded photograph, you know, is resting on the armchair there. It's you and me that summer day, down by the creek beneath the willow tree. Your grin was wide, you looked my way, as happy as a soul could be. I just caught a bluegill on the line. You swore it was the biggest one you'd seen. My hair was long, your hand in mine, a perfect sun-drenched youthful scene. We hadn't much, just hope and dreams, a leaky roof, a rusty Ford, but richer than a king it seems. With every single word you poured into my ear, your whispered plans of children, chickens and a little farm held tight within your calloused hands. We'd weather every coming storm. I trace the crease right through your face, where time has bent the paper thin. A silent tear finds its own space and slowly starts to trickle in. It blurs the edges just a bit, like memory does with passing years, but can't erase the joy, the grit, the laughter and the shared out tears. Oh, faded photograph, it's all I've got to hold you close, though you're long gone. A silent promise, never forgot, it keeps me strong from dusk till dawn. This faded photograph, it tells our tale of simple love through thick and thin, against the wind, through sun and hail. It's where our forever still begins. The scent of pine, the smell of rain still brings your presence to my mind. A familiar ache, a gentle pain, a love like ours is hard to find. I hear your boots upon the porch, even though the steps are empty now. A phantom warmth, a flickering torch, illuminating how and when and why and why. Sun coming up on your old screen door, coffee in your cup, bare feet on my floor. You laugh at my hair, say I sleep too late, but you still kiss my cheek, say we're gonna be great. Your suitcase sat there by that crooked chair. I memorized every thread, every scar, every tear, till the day it was gone and you backed down the drive, and the dust from your tires took the light from my eyes. But you came back anyway, pulled in slow like a prayer. I forgot how to pray all night. I'm fine, fell apart in your name. Every mile you drove washed away my blame. I swore I lost you, swore it was too late, but you turned that wheel and you changed our fate, baby. I pushed your heart away and you came back anyway. I remember rain on that dining room. You stared at your hand, said you wanted the truth. I hid behind pride like a worn-out shield, too scared of the hurt that you made me feel. You circled your finger around your paper cup, said I can't keep falling just to watch you get up. I watched you walk out through that glass and chrome, and I called that night freedom, but it felt like alone. Still you came back anyway, like a song on the wind. I once threw away all my goodbyes, all my burning bridges turned into smoke and second chances. I swore I lost you, swore it was too late, but you turned that wheel and you changed our fate, baby. I pushed your heart away and you came back anyway. There were late night bars, there were strangers' names, too loud rooms trying to drown out your flame. I laughed too hard at somebody's joke, but the quiet walk home told the truth that I spoke. I kept your note in my glove box door, folded and worn like a prayer from the war. Love isn't easy, but it's worth the scars. If you ever get brave, you know where we are. I read those lines at every red light, felt that shame in the dashboard light, till one small town sign and a midnight sky made me finally drop my pride. So you came back anyway, but not 'cause I begged, not 'cause I made you stay. You came back strong, you came back sure. Said I want your heart, but I need it pure. I swore I lost you, swore it was too late, but you stood right there at my front gate, baby. I pushed your heart away and you came back anyway. You said I don't need perfect, I just need honest. I don't want promises if you can't keep them. But if you're still in this, if you still want us, take off your armor, let me see you bleed, then heal. So I told you about the nights that I got it wrong, all the times I left when I should've held on. Told you about my father and his slam screen doors, how I learned to run long before I learned more. You didn't flinch, didn't turn your head, just traced every crack in the words I said. You took my hand like you always had, said we can grow good from whatever's been bad, and you stayed here anyway. Even when the storm rolled in and the sky turned gray, through every fight, every bitter word, every slam down phone, every hope deferred. I swore I'd lose you, swore you'd drive away, but you packed your faith for another day, baby. I pushed your heart away and you stayed here anyway. There's a porch swing squeak to our everyday. Half-finished projects in the yard halfway. Burnt toast mornings and lawn chairs at night. We're a little bit crooked, but we're holding on tight. There's a dent in your met you by the ice machine, July heat, dust on my jeans. You laughed in my hometown shirt. Said, you boys ever leave this dirt? I said, sometimes I drive too far. Turn this county into my backyard. You hopped right up in my truck, kicked off boots, said turn it up. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear. Every mile pulling you near. You're my wild, my worn-out tire, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn. Back road hearts on fire. We skip stones off the reservoir, shared secrets underneath the stars. You traced scars on my left arm, said who hurt you, I won't, I swear. I told stories I never told, about a ring and a promise gone cold. You just squeezed my callous hand, said boy I ain't her, I understand. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear. Every mile pulling you near. You're my wild, my worn-out timer, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn. Back road hearts on fire. Your mama said I drove too fast. Your daddy swore we never last. I mowed his yard from June to fall. Now he calls me son in the church hall. We found a house with a crooked gate, leaky roof, but the bones were great. Painted rooms with a radio low, dancing barefoot on the plywood floor. Who knew hammer nails and grocery runs could feel like fireworks and smoking guns? Who knew Sunday bills and Monday chores could sound like you humming by the screen door? We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, fighting over nothing, making up two cracked mugs, one coffee cup. You're my wild, my worn-out tire, my storm sky, my small-town choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn. Back road hearts on fire. We learned love ain't all moonlight, it's morning breath and late-night fights. You're slamming doors, me cutting grass, cooling down, then crawling back. Your tears soaking my old flannel, my pride stuck on every channel. You're saying talk, me saying fine, till fine turned into I'm on your side. All these almost broken, bent up days somehow shaped the vows we made. Every silence, every shout teaches us what love's about. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, crying in the kitchen, holding on. One small flame till the dark is gone. You're my wild, my worn-out tire, my rough edge and my tender wire. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn. Back road hearts on fire. We'll get old, you know we will. turn this gravel into a dream. Oh, yeah. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire. From first hello to last goodbye, we'll ride it out, you and I. You're my wild, my worn out tie, my last match, my sweetest choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still You showed up late to your sister's wedding, hair pinned up with a pencil you found, boots in your hand, heels in your purse, laughing too loud, spinning around. You said these boots ain't even mine, I just kinda borrowed their shine. I thought if that's how you treat a living, how you gonna handle a heart like mine? But you took my hand like Sunday morning, soft and sure and a little shy. You said, I don't dance, but I'll try for you under those cheap string lights. Now every step's a small forever, every song keeps turning into one more try. I guess I was wrong about borrowed boots, 'cause you've been walking with me all this time. Summer rolled in on a rusted Chevy. You pulled up, radio stuck on one song, window stuck too, so you had to shout, get in, this drive won't be long. We got lost twice past Miller's pasture, gravel popping, fireflies in flight. You pointed out every house you wanted, I just watched your face in the porch light. You took my doubts like Sunday laundry, hung them out in the open sky. You said, let the wind say what it wants to, we just watch those minutes drive. Now every mile's a soft confession, every back road turns into a sign. Guess I was wrong about borrowed time, 'cause you make every second feel like mine. Your mama cried when the dog got older, you held her hand on the kitchen floor. I fixed the screen that kept on sticking, you whispered thank you and nothing more. Later that night in the driveway gravel, you kicked a stone, tried not to tear up, said I'm scared of losing folks I'm loving. I said darling, we're just filling up. You took my feel like black coffee, poured it out, filled my cup with light. You said we can't keep anything forever, but we can hold on to tonight. Now every ache's a kind of blessing, every crack lets me see your fight. Guess I was wrong about breaking both things, you turned my pieces into something right. We've had slammed doors, late night phone calls, rain in the bedroom where the roof leaked through. We've had birthdays I almost ruined, saying the wrong thing at the worst time too. But somehow you keep choosing this crooked road with all its signs. You keep showing up in borrowed boots, and somehow they fit just fine on you. So take my name like Sunday letters, written slow on a back porch line. You said I ain't perfect, but I'm trying. I said perfect never crossed my mind. Now every scar's a secret language, every laugh's a little proof we survived. Guess I was wrong about stories ending, 'cause ours keeps adding one more line. We got a place with a leaning mailbox, paint flakes off when the seasons change. You plant flowers in crooked circles, say I like 'em wild, can't keep 'em tame. There's a dent in the fridge from moving day where we dropped it and almost cried. Now it's our favorite stupid memory of how we learn as we collide. You take my days like Polaroids, baby, shaking color into every frame. You said we're gonna age, might as well enjoy it. Laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise. Every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect. I just want your chaos tangled with mine. Storm came through on a Monday evening, lightning walking across the field. Power went out, you found some candles, said, guess our plans are kinda sealed. We played cards till the deck got tired, told old stories in that waxy glow. You traced a heart on the dusty table, whispered there's something you should know. You took my breath like sudden thunder, held it close and let it go slow. You said if you aim you out, don't dare enjoy it. Laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise. Every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect. I just want your chaos tangled with mine.
Met you by the ice machine, dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan. You said, nice truck. I said, hop in if you ain't got plans. You said, guess I'm in luck. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Years roll by like mile mark signs, cheap perfume and cheap red wine, apartment couch, late night news. We were broke, just paying dues. You work doubles, I work nights. We made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, settling for less. Then came tiny cowboy boots, left beside the front door, mad, smiling face in Sunday suits. You said, think he's got your lap. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts.
Your braided hair, I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever. Family choir singing together. From red clay rugs to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling. Now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever. Yeah, I'm all in for this. One day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay rugs to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever. You still make my life complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new. Feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab you ain't alone. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay rugs to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever. You still make my life complete. Met you by the counter at the hardware store. Name tag crooked, smile a little unsure. You said, can I help you, like it was routine. But my whole day changed in your faded blue jeans. I keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust and the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far. Baby, I was lost till I found where you are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart. Yeah, your heart.
I'm learning how to love you
right where we are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust and the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart, back roads to your heart.
You were barefoot, coffee steam in your hands, first light leaking through the back of that screen door. Old dog sleeping on the welcome mat. You just laughed, said, look what you're late for. I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since cheap wine, July, and grass stains on my neck. Every mile that I drive just leads me back to this heart like a home, man's like a promise I can't resist. I've been loving you, but I ain't done yet. You had blue paint on your Sunday dress from that bedroom wall. You swore you'd finish someday. Turned the brush on me, drew a heart on my chest, said, boy, you're stuck long as this don't fade. I've been loving you since paint on your Sunday dress, since takeout and tailgates in your head on my vest. Every wrong that I've done, still somehow you bless. You turn my busted up prayers into something like rest. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. There were slam doors, tires spitting up gravel. I swore I'd go farther than the county line, but I hit that sign and my hand started shaking. Turned this truck around before the gas hit 9. I don't always say it right, don't always fight the right fight, but your name keeps winning in my mind. Oh yeah, I've been loving you since a late night come back home text, since kitchen floor makeup's in your eyes still wet. Every scar that we wear's a page and I'll do it. You're the line I never wanna forget. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. One day we'll be silver in our hair, pills by the bed, reading glasses on a chair, TV talking low while you fall asleep there, breathing soft, breathing slow like a long, long prayer. I'll trace every wrinkle like a road I've met. Say, look at us, baby, we ain't done yet. Hey! I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since first nervous knocking at who the hell's this from your daddy in the hallway, sizing me up in his vest, to the drive off your driveway with your hand on my chest. I've been loving you through every wrong turn and bed, every sunrise, every sunset. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Barefoot still, coffee in your hand, same old dog dreams by the rusted swing set. You look at me with that I still choose you stare. Say, boy, remember, we ain't done yet. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. coffee at the Flying J. Name on your tax said ain't your rate. You laughed when I asked if you believed in fate. Said only when it shows up early, never late. Boots on towel, rain on the diesel tanks. Your hair tucked up in that ball cat. Thanks for the extra cream and the second glance, for the quiet maybe in a stranger's chance. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make. Leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. First date Friday at the county fair. You said I hate crowds, but you met me there. Grease on our fingers from a paper plate. You stole my fries, said boy you're late. Ferris wheel shaking when it reached the top. You grabbed my arm, said please don't stop. Your eyes found mine in the carnival light. I forgot every heartbreak I'd had that night. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make. Leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. Summer bled into September gold. Truck bed blankets when the nights turn cold. You traced your name in the window fog. Said promise me we won't get lost in the fog. I showed you the spot where the river bands, where Daddy used to fish with his old best friends. You listened quiet when my voice turned raw, then kissed the hurt out of every scar you saw. I'd been running from town to town, from one half smile to the next let down. You said sit still, boy, I feel that wind. Some things you don't outrun, you let them in. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make. Leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. We bought that house with the leaning shed, peeling paint in a rusted bed. You laughed, said Vegas is just like us, a little run down, but it's worth the trust. You planted roses by the mailbox post, hung our pictures where we needed them most. Handwritten notes on the fridge door glass, take the trash out and please let the small things pass. Love ain't fireworks in a summer sky, it's dishes in the sink and the reasons why you stay when the storms roll over the roof. It's saying I'm sorry before you have the proof. We fall like thunder on a Tuesday night. Just slam that door, I killed the light. I slipped sideways on the edge of the bed. Stubborn pride where your warmth once spread. Sun came up on a mess of pride. 2 bucks, 1 note on the counter side. You wrote, I'm still here, just had to breathe. I don't walk out on the love we smokes dancing in the afternoon light through the kitchen window pane. Caught a glint off that old silver frame on the mantelpiece, just the same as it's been since you went away. A faded photograph crinkled at the edges shows a summer day. Sun on our young faces, a love so clear like water in the river. Now just a memory, a silent, lonely shiver. Remember that old Ford, rust on the bumper? We drove it down to Miller's Creek. Felt like kings, no need to speak. Just the sound of the tires, a steady rhythm squeak, and your hand in mine so soft and weak. A faded photograph crinkled at the edges shows a summer day. Sun on our young faces, a love so clear like water in the river. Now just a memory, a silent, lonely shiver. Said, boy, don't you rush it, but your laugh pulled me in like a moth to a flame, a sweet, sweet sin. Never thought our story would ever thin, or that joy would ever truly begin to end. A faded photograph crinkled at the edges shows a summer day. Sun on our young faces, a love so clear like water in the river. Now just a memory, a silent, lonely shiver.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another damn day, just like the last one. Nothing changed, except the ache inside growing deeper still. This hollow space you left, nothing can fill. Oh, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Remember that old diner, coffee black and strong, laughing at nothing. Where did we go wrong? Promises like whispers fading in the wind, now just echoes. Where do I begin? Oh, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Every song on the radio talks about forever. Makes me wanna smash it. Never, ever, never. They don't know the feeling of a heart ripped in two, still searching for something, lost without you.
Bet you on a Tuesday, dust on your boots, sun on your face. You laughed at my old pickup, said it looked like it'd lose a race.
You tossed your bag in the back, climbed right up, called shotgun.
Right then I knew my heart was aiming at someone. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start.
If this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours.
Baby, you're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse.
Oh yeah.
We talked about your hometown, your mama's porch, and your old dog Jack.
You asked about my scars,
The ones you couldn't see out back. I told you about my leaving, all the times I got it wrong. You said, boy, you can stay a while, you don't always have to move on. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start.
if this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours.
Baby, you're my shotgun love song, then I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. 4 years and a few wrong turns, painted walls in a two-room place, burnt toast and Sunday sermons, your mascara on my pillowcase.
We fought about the small things, left the dinner getting cold.
But somehow in the quiet, we found a way to fold our fears like shirts, stack them on the bedroom chair.
We come back to the middle, find our hearts already dead.
You're my shotgun love song, yeah, on the long ride home. Every scar, every cracked up memory feels better when I'm not alone.
If the storm keeps coming, let the thunder shake these doors.
Baby, you're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. Hey, someday we'll be silver, lines on our hands, stories in our eyes.
You still steal my jacket,
I'll still kiss get driving with my shotgun look.